Hey guys, it's Top 10 Scary Urban Legends here. I'm your host, Michaela, and today we are talking about the top 10 Simpsons scary predictions that almost came true. Starting off this list at number 10, we have Camilla Harris becoming president. So in season 11, episode 17, Lisa wore a purple suit with pearls as she was announced as being the president in an episode that was based on the future. On December 3rd, 2019, Camilla Harris officially ended her campaign to become the Democratic nominee for president, after stating she did not have enough funding to continue. She did not immediately endorse another Democratic candidate, but pledged to continue fighting to defeat Donald Trump, so she became vice president instead. Camilla Harris wore a purple suit during the Inauguration Day ceremony. Coincidence? Now at number 9 is the Big Ben going digital. In season 6, episode 19, also glancing into the future, Lisa falls in love with an English man. The two took a trip to England to meet his parents, and the episode showed the Big Ben clock tower having a digital display. It reappeared 17 seasons later next to the St. Beetle's Cathedral in the Holidays of Future Past episode. The Big Ben in fact hasn't rang and has been silent since 2017 for repairs, but are they going to be making any new additions? Coming in at number 8 is a force field. In season 11, episode 17, Bart is in a bar singing. The people aren't a very big fan, so they end up throwing their beer bottles at him. They, however, were not hurt because a red laser-like force field appeared in front of the stage. This one's kind of scary because, yeah, what if a force field was real to protect us, but also what if it could be used to trap us somewhere? An aerospace and defense company recently earned a patent for its first ever force field. The design submitted to the United States Patent and Trademark Office as a method and system for shockwave attenuation via electromagnetic arc. So basically like the one in Hunger Games, or in Cabin in the Woods. Taking our number 7 spot, we have robots stealing human jobs. In season 23, episode 17, it's career day and Homer is on stage talking about his job. The presenter talks about how all these jobs that people have could be replaced by robots, so they wouldn't have to do it. Obviously, for some jobs, people still have to be involved, but they've already developed machines to do a person's job. Those are machines, but it could be full robots one day like in The Simpsons. Moving on to number 6 is a hologram. In season 11, episode 17, Bart gets a knock at the door, and it's what looks like a mailman delivering him a hologram message. Now this seems cool and all, but what if holograms got really far developed and they were so good that we couldn't tell what's real and what's fake? Like in Spider-Man Far From Home, when the drones and Mysterio were creating a whole hologram around him, and he didn't know what was real. Researchers have created holograms that change from one image to another, something that could one day lead to the development of animated holograms. Halfway at number 5, we have virtual food. In season 11, episode 17, Homer and Marge are sitting at the kitchen table having virtual food. They say it doesn't taste very good, but eat it anyway. They're wearing what looks like a VR headset, but they have a black tube in their mouth that they are chewing on. I mean, we do have VR, so how really far off are we from developing something like that? A few years ago, 2 people from California went to New York to experience what's called a virtual augmented reality art and dining experience. They did it in a very similar way that The Simpsons had done it in the show, however, they still ate real food. I guess virtual food is still a ways away. Now at number 4, we have Ivanka Trump runs for president. In season 28, episode 4, The Simpsons made a subtle point suggesting that the first daughter, Ivanka Trump, would run for president when Homer wore an Ivanka 2028 pin. Later in the same episode, it showed Ivanka taking over Ruth Bader Ginsburg's position on the Supreme Court. The episode was released in 2016, and Donald Trump didn't assume office until January 2017, so I guess they actually predicted Donald Trump's presidency. But say she did run against her father. Could it have come true? Here at number 3, we've got Living on Mars. In season 27, episode 16, Marge isn't happy when Lisa volunteers for a one-way trip to Mars. So Marge volunteers to go with her. The idea behind the exploration is to colonize Mars before 2026, a date that moves up to the end of the week. The takeoff fails, but Lisa and Marge make it to Mars in 2051, only for Lisa to announce she wants to move to Venus. Elon Musk's SpaceX is currently developing a plan for Mars-bound cargo flights for as early as this year, but to fully colonize Mars would require an out-of-this-world budget, and we are already halfway through the year and they haven't yet. Coming in at number 2 is Hover Bus. In season 11, episode 17, we see a few second clip of what looks like a city bus going by, but it's hovering just above the ground and it sounds electric. Now, electric vehicles, that's something that's already been done, but not hover buses, or at least not yet. Chinese engineers were inspired by the inconveniences of traffic jams in the city and thought of a way out. They invented a hover bus. Not exactly like the one in the show, but quite similar. A model of the transit elevated bus was inaugurated at the 19th China Beijing International High-Tech Expo. Now, personally, I don't know how safe I'd feel with a hover bus. What if it malfunctions and starts going up higher and higher and higher, and then it loses power and drops out of the sky? Or if you're crossing the street and it doesn't see you and goes by and chops your head off. I mean, maybe not, but like, we don't know. Now taking our number 1 spot is Bigfoot. In season 1, episode 7, while on a camping trip, Homer is mistaken for Bigfoot after falling into mud and is captured by scientists for observation. But it was really Bart who encountered the real Sasquatch in 2002 while exiting a bus in Canada. I mean, Bigfoot being real, I'm not too sure, but then again, what can we really say about photos like these? Guess we'll never know. And that wraps up this video for the top 10 Simpsons scary predictions that almost came true. If you guys have any video suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments section below. I'm your host, Michaela, and I'll see you guys next time.